Okay, hello viewers, welcome to Tech Calib once again. You'll be like I said in the other video, we'll be starting our introduction to Excel. But before that, people will ask what is Excel? Now, I will say Excel is an application software that allows computer users to enter data, manipulate or analyze data to produce expected results. Okay, fine. So without wasting my time, but before that, make sure you hit on the notification bar and subscribe to Tech Calib. So let's get started. For that, you make sure you click on the start button and you look for your Excel. Okay. But before that, I'll also leave the download link on the description below. This is how, when you open Excel, this is how it is. So let's go to blank workbook. Okay, fine. Our Excel is now launched. But before that, I'd like you to know that there are various types of Excel. We have the Lotus 1, 2, Quattro Pro, Microsoft Excel itself, Mac OS, and all this stuff. But what we are using here now is Microsoft Excel 2016. So without wasting my time, there are key terms you need to know before you can start using Excel, and this is what we call the workbook, the worksheet, column, row, and a cell. Now you ask, what are these? Okay, our workbook is what we call the collection of worksheets. Now this is the whole of this blank sheet is what we call the worksheet, and the collection of this worksheet is what we call the workbook. Now this worksheet is called sheet 1. We have what we call sheet 2, sheet 3. So collection of the whole of this worksheet is what we call the workbook, and a single sheet is what we call the worksheet. Now let's talk of, I made mention of column. Now columns are normally labeled with alphabet, and these are columns. We have column A, column B, column C, column D, column E, and column F. And like I said, they are just the vertical space that runs from the top to the bottom. So we will now go to rows. I made mention of rows too. Now a row is also the horizontal space that runs from left to right, and they are normally labeled by numbers, and this is what we call, we have row 1, row 2, row 3, row 4, row 5, and row 6. Okay, so somebody will ask, what is a cell? I'll say a cell is the intersection of a row and a column. Like I said, this is a cell, and this is the cell name. This is the name box, the cell name. You see the intersection of a row and a column. You see that we have the column A and the row 1 together. That's A1, cell A1. If you are looking for cell B2, this is what we call cell B1. Actually, this is what we call cell B1, cell B2, A2, and so on. Now we will now go to some general properties of Excel, and these are the basic properties you need to be able to use Excel. That's for today. We are just going to learn some of the basic things we can use to learn Excel and or enter data. So first of all, we'll look at what we call the standard bar, and here we have, you're looking at here, we have what we call the file, the home tab, the insert tab, the page layout, formulas, data, review, and view. Now under the home tab, we have some ribbons, and these ribbons, we have the clipboard, font, alignment, number, style, cells, and editing. But before that, we'll learn how to use all these properties. But before that, as for today's lesson, we'll be using what we call the clipboard and the font. Okay, so under the clipboard, we have the cut command, where we remove the selection and put it on the clipboard. We have the format painter. We have the copy, where we copy the selection on the clipboard. And also, without wasting my time, let's go to the font tab. Now, under the font type, we have some commands. That's the font type. And under the font type, we have a lot of them. We have the Algerian, the area black, and all this stuff. Let's try an example here. It's tech color. Okay, fine. So let's give our font type Algerian. You could see that there is a change here, and let's try area black. You see that there is a change here. Now we have the font size. Now this font size determines how big or small you want your text to be, and this is how it is. So let's take our font size to 20. You see how the text has increased from small to big. We'll now move to what you call the increased font size. It's also just like the font size. That's if maybe you don't want to use the font size, you can just use what we call the increase index or the decrease index. These are the fonts, the increased font size and the decreased font size. Now we have what we call bold. If you want to make your text bold, this is how it is. If you want to make your text italic, and this is how we do it. We have what we call the underline. If you want to underline your text, a lot. There are a lot of commands you can use, and this is when you want to use your font color. Okay, let's give our text a yellow color. So wow, let's give it a red color. There are a lot of colors depending on which color you want your text to be. Okay, so without wasting much time, I think these are the basic key properties you need to know while using your Excel. But before that, let me show you something under the file tab. We have some commands here. We have the new, open, save as, print, and all this stuff commands. This is a command where if you want to save your document or your workbook, this is how we did. But before that, you could see all these commands are also some properties we can also learn from Excel. But for today, as I say, we have what we call we are just looking at the introduction of Excel. So viewers, without wasting my time, make sure you don't forget to hit on the notification bar, and make sure you subscribe to Tech Caleb, and make sure you share the videos. Like I said, I will be leaving the link in the description below so that you can download and practice. So I'll be uploading my videos as time goes on. So make sure you watch out on the next video. See you on the next video. Like I said, practice makes man perfect. Make sure you practice. Thanks.